first and arguably the most daunting section of the Pennine Way, and you can see the fear in their eyes. And some of them were a place to stay. There was a youth hostel there, but it was very small, and so people used to put their tents up on the football field, on the roundabout at the top of Fall Lane, which I'm sure you're familiar with, and around the back of the allotments, and sometimes in people's gardens. There were two lads came down from Paisley in Scotland and put their tent up in the village and liked it so much they just stayed there the whole summer. They occasionally opened up the flaps to let out this sort of pungent smoke and let some of the girls in. But I grew up with this idea that, you know, if people came calling, that you would give them hospitality and shelter. And to a certain extent, the Pennine Way put Marsden on the map. And I think it was only really a question of time before I decided to try and walk it, because it, you know, literally, it was on my doorstep. So in 2010, I set off to walk the Pennine Way, but I did it in what I thought were two quite unusual ways. One is that I did it backwards. I don't mean, although I'm sure somebody has done it backwards, probably with a fridge on their back or something. I walked it from north to south. You're supposed to walk it from south to north, and that's because it keeps all the weather at your back, all the wind and all the rain, and if there's ever any sunlight, it keeps it all behind you. So all the guidebooks are written in that direction, and all the signage points north. So against the prevailing advice and against the prevailing weather, and carrying a map upside down for 3 weeks, I walked it the wrong way around. And the idea was that I was walking home, walking back towards Marsden, and I thought that would be important to kind of momentum, that the shame of not turning up back in Marsden would be enough to keep me going. I also thought that it would mean that I'd be walking downhill as well.